Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV. I'm here at 5th Cloud Expo in New York City. It's also the 8th International Conference, Virtualization Conference and Expo. We've got George Karidis with us from SoftLayer. Thank you for joining us, George.
Thank you.
Virtualization or cloud? They're both the same. Come along. What are you guys really interested in?
You know, our approach is to actually provide both to our customers. You know, our model is infrastructure as a service. We're agnostic. We really don't care. It really comes down to what the customer needs. We deliver a hybrid environment for all of their computing requirements, whether that's hourly cloud or whether it's dedicated server, or it's a virtualized environment where they run their own virtual machines on it.
I like that, hourly cloud. For all that we talk of pay-as-you-go, I've never actually heard anyone say hourly cloud. I'm going to borrow that if I may. So that's what you're up to. Got to ask you the obvious question. This expo is the biggest anybody's ever seen. Were you expecting that? I mean, you were hoping it, but were you expecting it?
We were absolutely hoping it. I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. There's obviously a lot of buzz around cloud right now and virtualization, so we're pretty excited to be here. It's a good show so far. I think this is going to be the wave of the future, clearly. There's a little bit of a hype cycle on it right now, but I don't think this is going anywhere.
No, you're not going anywhere bad, you mean? Yeah, it's still going. Now, SoftLayer, you've chosen the name for a reason, so what was behind that?
So our approach is really to create a software solution and then deliver that as a service. We've created management tools and capabilities for automated provisioning, ongoing management and maintenance of your infrastructure, and we deliver that to all of our customers. So we really are a software company that presents itself through hardware. Right.
And, you know, do you think there aren't any IT automation shows? Or perhaps there are, but is that really the meta theme here?
There are quite a few IT automation shows out there. I think there's an evolution happening though. The traditional systems were a little different, built for internal purposes only. Our approach, and I think the wave that we're all seeing, is to make this more of a public solution, make it available through internal systems and solutions, as well as through external data centers and offerings.
So what kind of customers are you seeing, George? I mean, maybe they're not there yet, but they're certainly there today, but who are you hoping to see?
Sure. We really appeal to almost everybody out there that has a computing need. We're not really focusing on a specific industry or vertical. Customers come to us because they have a need. They need infrastructure on demand. They need it in real time, and that's what we're seeing here. There's a lot of questions around how we can deliver service and solution, and we're really expecting a great show.
And have you seen a change? Like maybe 6 months ago, people were asking whether and perhaps why, and that now that how really is the first question.
Yeah, that's really true. We have seen a lot change in probably the last 12 months, I would say. And I hate to say it this way, but I think the economy that we went through, that little recession, really helped push people to this type of service and solution. CapEx was eliminated, but they still had projects, they still have IT needs, and we're a great solution in that case.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be apologetic. It's what it is. It's the perfect storm if you're in the sweet spot that you guys are in.
Exactly. It's perfect storm for clouds, isn't it?
Perfect storm for clouds. Oh my God, this man can go on and on. Now, looking forward then, let's put on crystal balls, because we've went back 12 months, so we've surely got to go forward 12 months. You've said you're agnostic even as to industry, so I'm thinking you guys are just expecting to grow. But what about the industry itself? Is there a component that's missing? I don't know whether it's going to be an interop component or a security component. What are you hearing from your customers?
I think one thing that's missing in cloud right now is a lot around standards. What we're seeing from a lot of the vendors out there is they're really building proprietary platforms, and that vendor lock-in is not something an enterprise wants to experience. Again, they've gone through that several times in the past, and I think that might be a little hold up. I don't think it's going to be dramatic in terms of slowing it down, and I think what we really need to see is a couple of the innovative leaders out there, some big enterprises really committing to external data center services and external clouds, and with that, a couple people buying into it, you're really going to see this explode. Right,
so you're just kind of hunkering there, you're expanding nicely, but you'll think when that tipping point is reached and passed through, and then all bets are off, it's just going to go bananas.
Absolutely, we really believe the next 2 to 5 years is when all of the leaders will be shaped in this industry, and we're expecting to be one of those.
Well, I think you probably will, because behind us we've got 74 others of them, and you guys have got, cues from the booth. How can we find you on the web? SoftLayer.com?
SoftLayer.com, absolutely. All of our materials there, all of our data sheets, all of our pricing, all of our service offerings are up online.
Take up this call to action from George Karidis himself. Thank you so much for joining us here at 5th Cloud Expo, and as he says, 8th International Virtualization Conference and Expo. Oh my goodness. Thank you for joining us out there on the World Wide Web.